Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get going. So, hello, anyone.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us again today. We're PST and we're back with more Final Fantasy, you know? Well, yeah. So, we really appreciate you coming back. Last week, well, if you remember from last week, I feel, if you weren't there, we did one of the lingering level 50 quests, which, you know, really coincided with the season, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if that was the best name I could have put that stream, but I think it basically got the point across. Yeah, another thing I thought of, like, for a name for the last stream, like, joined in Holy Mortrimony. Would that just be too weird? It's always kind of iffy when you're combining combining amalgamate words like that. I don't know. I guess I won't worry about it right now. But anyway, we're back, and I think much like I mentioned that we probably would, I think we're ready to go on and try the next episode of Hildebrand.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, switch. There we go. I think I generally know. It was like a good like couple weeks from the last time we did it. We tried the last episode. I think I generally remember where we left off. I know where we have to go. We have to go where the last one ended, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Which really helps to make it easier. Also have to remember to set the home point wherever we go. We'll probably be going there a lot. It's a very tricky thing that, actually, because it's gonna take on for a while. I'll take a drink. Wait. Okay. I mean, if that patent for the what was it? For the mini games during loading screens, that becomes, you know, breaks down and becomes public domain. Anybody could do it. I wonder how long it'll take for Final Fantasy XIV to implement those mini games. Wouldn't that be something? Let's see. Everybody came in here, right? Everybody seems to have loaded in. Okay, good. Oh, it's over here. Well, it actually is where it starts, over on Ulda, so I suppose we'll probably head over there. It's over there, I think. Yeah, probably. I think it is. Yeah, whatever. If it really comes down to it, I could probably just teleport over to the gladiators. Oh, actually, oh yeah, I think the teleporter takes me right there, right? Yeah, on the inside. Oh, okay, that actually would help out a whole lot. I shall just do that. Although, I'll do it later. I think if I remember correctly, when I left the last stream, I think, you know, after many tries, I eventually got a card from the thaumaturges.
Ah.
No, from the ossuary. Hey, I think I have to do it, like, I don't know how many more times until I get them back. But I think we only had the 2 cards. I remember, it should be over at the gladiators, I'm pretty sure. Not yet make a deep. I mean, I think I'll probably make a detour over to my quadrant. Likely. Likely when we're going someplace. Oh wait, it's not in here? Oh. Right, I might have forgotten generally where it was. Maybe it's over here. Probably these guys, yeah? Yeah. Okay, for some reason I thought it was deeper. Whatever. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh man, my thoughts on Hildebrand so far. I mean, it's been quite a ride. I had nothing to really expect from it. It's all very new to me. Yeah. I wonder if it was meant to be like a world-spanning invention. I suppose it could be, right? You go everywhere. Well, maybe not everywhere. Did we at least go to the main city-states? I don't know. It's all very exciting, I feel. And also, but the main thing is that I have on my mind is like, what if there are a bunch of plot threads kind of dangling about, and there are a good deal of them, or at least things in my mind. There are a good deal of them would be addressed in this episode. We'll see. Days of Silde. Ellie would share with you a shocking new turn, the Phantom Thief Key. Okay. Alright. I was wondering when you'd show up, Lula May. I hope you haven't made any plans for the day, because we got a situation on it. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. I mean, for real this time? If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already. All influential members of Old Dun society. Wow. I wonder if I've ever heard of him. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Oh. I guess so. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Lies been selling like Hans cake. Huh. Well, that's a new one on me. And the only rub is that it's left to me. Is that it's left me no doubts. Okay, the only rub is that it's left to me no time to look into the thief's last message. Till now, that is. Shall we, LeMay? The hidden treasure of Old, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on it, it's you-know-who, to Sunskin Silk Tapestries. Okay. Right. Oh, right. Do I have to go with the... Oh wait, that one. I mean, it just seems like it's basically outside. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Okay. I suppose I'll go ahead and get part of the way there, and then I'll read it. Actually, no, well, let's do. And I need to deal with this. Yeah. The plot. Alright. Inspector's log. I dare say that the spell of physical exertion at the Coliseum served well to clear my mind. My inquisitive senses feel even more heightened than ever. Most auspicious timing, as it would seem the fiend I pursue has set his sights on his greatest prize yet, an act which I am bound by duty and honor to foil. The exact nature of this final Belladian relic eludes me for the moment. But for Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, inspiration is always but a stone throw away. The news at least shared with you is chilling indeed. 3 prominent citizens of the Sultanate have been murdered in cold blood. And evidence on the scene suggests that the thief of many faces is responsible. Meanwhile, the exact nature of the 4th and final relic that the thief is targeting remains unknown. At a loss for leads, Ellie proposes to visit the Sultanate's leading information monger and seek out Waymond on the steps of Nuld. Oh, right, that's what we're... Okay. Come over there. He's already here, but she doesn't say anything. Okay. Yeah. Well now, if we ain't my favorite adventurer, and my favorite Mithril reporter, along with him. Tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I say, as much as I'd like to help two of me best mates, I'm afraid you found old Waymon at a loss. Old has more than his fair share of treasures hidden and otherwise. I reckon our phantom thief could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much though. Whatever the thief's got his eye on, it's got his Sultan sworn on the right ditto. Where? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's got the Sultan sworn in the right ditto. Okay. Now what has it? They've formed a regiment of the best riders to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Lilime. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sworn. No, I get it. Anyway, oi, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the warrior type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourself involved in it. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play a hero. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever danger lies. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Lilime. Time is of the essence. Right. And also, I, the hero of the realm, probably factors into this at somewhere. Confidence. I like that in a woman. Any road, it's not my place to stop you. So just promise me you'll be careful. My gut tells me that trouble's brewing, and my gut's right more often than wrong. Quite so. Wait. Okay, get out of there. Quite so. I mean, I feel like if actually they all should know better by now. Fine, whatever. I guess whatever happens, I'll just hide behind her until the danger passes away. The details on the Phantom Thieves' movements are scarce, with Wyman able to offer only the knowledge that the Sultan sworn have redoubled their efforts to keep the royal ball safe from your quarry. He accompanies with an ominous warning that this case may prove more dangerous than your previous foray. Ellie remains undaunted and bids you accompany her to the heart of the swarm to seek further information. Those in the know. Okay. Right. Okay then. Oh yeah, I have to go over there. Oh. He's just basically right for the alchemist. Oh, that would make things easier. A lot easier. Alright, I think we go with... Actually, no, wait. Let's keep over here. Honestly, I could just go back, really. Hey. Yeah. Guess I was wondering something. When watching a video talking about that one game, Arc Raiders, it did get me to thinking that, what was it? Do I have any, like, major preferences and, well, and like character customization in general? No. I suppose. I guess probably the worst thing would probably be, I mean, if the character customization is such that you look boring more often than not, but also if it's third person. But I feel like would customization really matter that much if it was a first person game? I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, not as much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's basically where that would be. Let's see. Oh yeah. To the alchemist we go. Yeah. I suppose so.
Yeah, that's generally why when we're playing spend co-op, I go for a third-person camera.
Oh yeah. Right.
It's a bit more difficult to play that way because, especially for aiming when your character's in the way.
I guess so. The game was made with first person in mind, I think.
Yeah.
And that probably carries through in a lot of the design philosophies. You go into some really like crouched, what was it? Narrow, small spaces.
Yeah.
Like vents. Can't really have vent travel and such when it's a third person game.
Yeah.
Third person probably be more like, well, a whole lot more open area. Such. Yeah. I guess maybe that's really what it comes down to.
I think so.
At least I think generally. So I don't know. Can't imagine the great immersive sims of the past. And though that especially involve a good deal of vent travel to actually be third person. I never actually bothered thinking about that before, but yeah. That is typically how it be. Anyway, here's the opening to the Sultan's Sworn. Check to this guy. None but authorized personnel may enter. Emil, I feel like I need only point to a statue of myself pointing for you to get the message. That's all the authorization I need. Where have I seen this man before? Dang it, Ellie, quit mentioning things that have no bearing on the case whatsoever, and never will. Hey, wait a second. Wait, hold on a second. I should go over to see this guy from the back. I do. Hold on a second. Wait. Look this way? No, wait. This way. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it would help if it was in the light more, but I'm pretty sure this is the guy. Oh. Right. Well, in the meta way, he has everything to do with the case. But Might he actually be the guy? Might he actually be the Phantom Thief? Yes. Well, anyway. Now that we solved that mystery, let's continue on with this one. Yeah. Halt! Only authorized personnel are allowed in. Thou bugger me with a broadsword. It's a gentleman of Light's adventuring companion, and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Okay, hold on a second. Is a gentleman of Light's adventure. What? Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. The gentleman of Light's adventuring companion. Wait, what, you mean? Huh. I suppose that's technically my function in this story, but come on, man. Please. Come on, man. Can't you come and remember me? I think I'm pretty sure, like everybody else does for the most part. At least when it really comes down to, but oh, maybe it's like what realm have I saved lately? Oh, is that what it is? Well, if it isn't a self-styled, if it isn't a self-styled warrior of light, right? Oh wait. Oh, yeah, was he from before? Was he the guy with that sword, right?
Maybe that really
yeah, the guy,
guy
that was bragging, and he was like, "Oh man, check it out! I'm like totally a warrior or something, a warrior of light."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then something about a fake sword and yada yada. And tell me, what tales did you spin to the Sultan's sworn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Thinking only the 12th honest truth, miss. I'm seeing that gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day. It moved me to the depths of my soul. Like, I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildebrand. The Sultan sworn were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. No. Wait, don't tell me you've come to assist Master Hildebrand in his investigation, haven't you? Oh, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the mates who united me with my role model. Fine. I guess I probably imagine, like, if he's so very much a fan, then everybody else around him is probably viewed in that light. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best, and something of a history buff, it seemed. Let's see, when she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Valadia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has information, the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, Alright. A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie, from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case, and would appreciate any information I shared on the recent events. And the pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie. And if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion friend here one Lulame Yuyame, yes? Oi. You know Lulame? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would. I must contrast to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Okay, I think we went into like a weird direction somewhere. I thought for the previous episodes, they at least made mention of it. Well, at least priority and recognized me. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I saved the realm. Would that make the Mithril Eye? But how would that make Mithril Eye have the exclusive scoop on that?
Huh.
Would I have to be would I yet be a complete and utter unknown if it wasn't for that? If it wasn't for that rag? I don't know. I wouldn't think that's the case. That would make sense. I just be some lost child. If it wasn't for the rag. That doesn't make sense. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector too will also welcome a helping hand. Ah, the Sultan's Spawn, the elite of Uldar's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with so far. Oh, this far. Inspector Bardian, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Lulame, a moment if you would. Right there. Very good. Now face me and don't move an ill. Inspector, what is in your? Sure, that was necessary. The masking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. How? Analyzing the mask left behind at Westford Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteragent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. Right. You would figure you'd probably also use it on them, but whatever. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan's Sworn at our disposal, we are only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. And that said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Uldar? The last of the 4 lost relics of Belladia? Technically it's Belladia, but whatever. I'm in a hurry here. I fear not. I've pored through the histories time and again. But the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference to old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, each possessed by these 4 Belladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target. The 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Regardless, speculations will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Belladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personage. The Black Guard will be in chains before he can. Blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have my word, my lady. No. Oi. I'm sure they were all dusted too. Although then again, everybody will have to be redusted every time they, every time they make an appearance, just to be sure. Oh well. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. I don't know. Can we say alleged? Because it could entirely be possible it's something different.
Yeah.
The Sultan Sworn have launched an investigation. The truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the pulse to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Oh. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the demasking dust that is the talk of the palace. But you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. Oh. Oh, also he shrunk. Crazy. Anyway, a shame that. Inspector Hildebrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims so far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. What is the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a great sword? Strangled with a sub-ligar? Mayhaps? I'm afraid that we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the death of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My well-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar-turned-butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Hildebrand. Now, friends, please take this Damascus dust with you. I fear you can spare but a single satchel, but I trust that you will put it to good use. Oi. Indeed. I'm actually cut up right now. Alright, at your destination you are reunited with none other than Humphrey, the erstwhile two-gill swindler, who has since amended his ways and enlisted in the Sultan's Sworn with dreams of serving the realm not unlike Hildebrand, whom he idolizes. In return for your efforts in introducing him to his newfound role model, he introduces you to Phyllis, who is leading the investigation. She is being assisted by a consultant Inspector Briardian, who has devised an ingenious powder capable of dispelling the Phantom Thief's disguises, and Hildebrand, who is convinced he has something to offer the investigation as well. After a lesson enlightening briefing from Phyllis on the details of the murders, you prepare to take on take to the field. Consult with Hildebrand as to your next course of action. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Talked a lot of them, I think. Unless this guy over here says something. Nah, I guess not. Fully worth a try. On behalf of the Sultan's for your assistance with the murder investigation, I greatly appreciate it. Leave the defense of the royal vault to us. No. The gentleman of light in the flesh. He's every bit as muscular and majestic as I remember. He may have 1,000 faces, but with Inspector Vardian's demasking dust, the masquerade will soon be over. Indeed, he doesn't say anything. Not even passingly. I guess so. Alright. I guess we probably just get on with it, I think. It's... Okay, it's deep into the evening now, so... I imagine come to accompany me on yet another case, friend? I like your gusto. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled, most ably. Okay. But if... Actually, no, wait. I was going to say that if anything happened to Nashu, then would I be next? But then again, probably not, because if anything happened to her, I think Humphrey will probably cut the line. But if anything were to happen to Humphrey, then that would probably be considered. Alright. But all the same, to tell that I don't know, Humphrey and all the other people that already considered me that his assistant. Unpaid, mind you. Actually, no, wait. We don't even know if Ashley gets paid. You'd think that she would. But oh well. Actually, you know what? She's probably paid in food. What was I thinking? Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly. Lulame, my ever-loyal associate. Oh. I guess so. I mean... He seems so very keen to have me along and just call me friend and all that sort of thing. All up until now. I don't know I would need to put a name on it. Feels like it probably would be... This conversation would be better off like maybe in the episodes, but whatever. Sure. And now my ever-loyal associate. The investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. No. I suppose... It'd really be the most recent. I don't know. My question about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever-loyal associate. Let's see. We must put Miss Phyllis's masking dust to good use. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I think they'll do it. Alright. It would be so crazy if it says something different now. Okay, mini. Nice. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Hildebrand suggests that you begin your search at the 80 sins of Sasamo. Yeah. where the most recent victim's body was discovered. Make your way to the to Western Thailand and rendezvous with the inspector. Uh-huh. Over there. I guess so. We need to. And basically, I mean, it's not too off. Go to. Oops. Yeah, the steps of knowledge running right. Just over there. Well, okay then. Okay, let's actually, yeah. Now let's go over to. Oh wait, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and dip out to probably deal with my squadron. I guess I'll probably do that. Maybe after I have my card game. It's over here. Woohoo! They swindled me all those many times in the last session. I can't let that rest. Right, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I think after all I've done for the investigations, maybe not the investigating part, but largely the maybe not, well, not so much the investigating part, but the other stuff. A lot of heavy lifting and fighting and such. I feel like I'd probably contribute a little bit more than just an associate. Okay. I'll maybe fight him one time, and then if that doesn't work out, then I'll probably have to give up for now. Gosh. Or whatever. Oh, it's why it's the stuff on me. Yeah, I think it did. Oh, okay. So maybe I need the stronger cards now. Because if I remember correctly, what I ended up doing a whole lot. Yeah. It's the other stuff, right? Oh, okay, then maybe I should use my stronger ones. Yeah, none, chaos and ruin. Oh, right, they changed on me. Okay. Okay. Well, let me just try one more time. Gosh. Is that the best way to... I mean, maybe not. Okay. Right. And for also those one rules for that one time would probably be a rather short-lived thing. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Alright, so in these new current rules, I need stronger. Okay, sure. Alright. That was crazy. They really changed the rules that much. Okay, anyway. I won't worry about it. Let's go ahead and just leave that for now. Going to go ahead and probably do maybe what I should have done earlier. I don't know. Whatever. Over to basically over there. Alright, and then when I go from there, I'll go to Horizon after I finish my business over up here. Yeah. Oh well. But basically, mostly the discourse when it came to arc raiders, was basically just talking about like character customization. Very very limited, and also very very bland.
Oh.
And also that sort of like what was it? That a lot of like body type A, body type B.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It's probably not even that much of a deal breaker for me, but more just like the character customization is boring. And I think it's probably going to go into the thing in which like, oh, it's all microtransactions. It's cosmetic, and the cosmetics are the only ones that actually have any, I don't know, customization worth a darn. Well, it feels like anyway. Which is pretty money grubbing, but
I think it's kind of a new thing because I remember,
okay.
if you remember Elsword, I think even you played that back then.
Yeah.
Where they had a lot of gachas for the cosmetic stuff. It was basically all paid cosmetics, I think. Was there any kind of free gacha rolling in that one? Like you're able to get the currency for rolling in game normally.
I don't know.
It's been too long. Maybe I don't remember it well enough. But newer games these days tend to let you earn the summoning currency in game, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like Genshin Impact's new minigame mode, where somebody recreated Doom, and I think I actually played a Call of Duty Zombies mode map type thing yesterday. So they're basically recreating all kinds of other games. There's even Murder Mystery already.
Yeah.
But in that one, they do have I guess you could call it a premium banner where you have to pay for the currency to roll for the things in that one, and then a free one that's separate, like a standard banner type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, even today was something I was supposed to reset for the banner or something there.
Right.
So I'll probably see that when I get back later.
Especially the in failure. Right, now with Border Patrol. That's what it said anyway. Okay. Well, yeah. I wonder how that would be like. I guess when you mentioned the various games could be made in that I don't know, what was it? Sub community driven sub game for
Yeah.
Made me wonder, I wonder what things are yet possible. Is it really possible to make an immersive sim?
Huh.
Maybe. Who knows? Now let's see. What mission? Yeah, sends them out in Border Patrol. Yeah, they had a pretty good chance of making it. Why do you imagine that because they failed the mission, does that mean that nobody has developed any things? Right? Yeah, not really. They might need to succeed in the mission. Oh, okay. Well, that's annoying. How do I put these guys? Yeah. Lacking. Is it me or these guys' levels might just capped? Yeah, I don't exactly know how it's working out. All these tanks are falling behind in terms of levels. That I don't really get. Oh yeah, 3 more members of the same class. What a joke. guy just has insane levels of tactical. Where should I put this? I think I would probably just as soon put him back in. Just that to instantly get to that. Instantly just win, I guess. Yeah, it's not my fault. He has obscene levels of tactical. What am I even gonna do? And also physical ability, I think. That probably counts for a lot too, I imagine. Want to succeed? Yeah, pretty much. If no change share, major trade routes will succeed. They'll return later. Fine. Or maybe it's because he's a Lullaphil. That likely counts to that being the case. Oh. Oh well. I'm just overthinking it, probably. Right, sure. Well. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll go over there. Yeah. There we go. 260, I'm good for it. Yeah. Right. I guess there were people complaining about people complaining about the character customization. They said that because you can't make hot looking characters. I feel like it's probably, well, for me that's the case. This is the case, but I think for probably a lot of people too, it's a matter of like, it doesn't matter how witches. It's less that they're not hot or they're not cool, more like they're not interesting. Because I feel like cool and interesting are two different things. Well, mildly different things. They have some carryover in the Venn diagram, but generally they're not totally eclipsed together. More. I have other factors going on. Yeah, can there something be what is it? Not hot, not cool, and not even particularly cute, but they can still be. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it exists somewhere. I just have to think of it. I know it's in there somewhere. Can something exist about being any of those things? Because the thing is, if they weren't any of them, you'd still be paying money for it. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not, or maybe not as much. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I had to go ahead and do a thing. Early morning it is. Some flowers brought about. Or maybe they're here to pay tribute or something. Right, so. Flowers. How intriguing. But you came here to pick some flowers, did you? Let's talk to you. Alright. flowers. Yes, it's all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist, who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. That's what do you think you're doing, eh? Eh? Alright. I'm the one who put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memories of my poor boy. You dare defile his memory, eh? Oh wait, you just put the flowers just lying there? Didn't he have a grave or something? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am a Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother, my own dear mother's name, that whoever she was, and that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Him. As I was just saying, the flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean that leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run, or he'll turn you into a zombie. Just like my poor boy. Zombie? Been there, done that. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess he wasn't. Nobody ever told Bardian about Hildebrand's latest origin story. Huh.
I guess not.
That's weird. You think it would have come up at some point? That's nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Silde? Old sibling nation, against which we waged wars centuries ago. Ooh. Much blood was shed by both sides. But I speak of a far greater horrors and death, an unholy draught brewed by the Siltan alchemist. One with the power to turn the living into the undead, and his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitors burn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan Swan. That Thal alone knows why. But they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay my last respects. The traitors burn? I've heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildan died 4 centuries ago, you say? You say? Oh, they did. Let's see. He calls himself the Phantom Thief. He does. But did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma about the 4 relics of Belladia. The powers they hold, the power to exact justice. A spectre of Silda has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books, and never so much breathed the accursed name of Silde. But you did, and now we're doomed. Doomed! Doomed! Ah! No. Anyway, later. Oh. So is she gonna be Eating those flowers? Oh, right.
Huh.
Really makes you think. And bleeding horse and hair somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. Okay. Oh, there he is. The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was. For all of a fortnight, before my flowing locks fell out all over again. Oh, right. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just a twist a knife and extra ill. Montebank charlatan. I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band, and put every last strand of hair, unfold every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. Ew. Right. Was that the creeper in the background? Oh,
Huh.
interesting. Yeah, they have to. That's one of the things too. They have to go mission that guy at some point. He has to come up somewhere.
Yeah.
Quite sure. Things are taking a weird turn. I know if we follow enough clues, it would eventually sprout up a disheveled hag that'll basically tell us the entire story. And such is the way of the inspector. As shades from Silted, the being men turned to zombies. The old crone lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Oh. I guess. And now her flowers are missing. Hehe. But nobody else says anything. No, not really. Also feel that somewhere, some very nice shot, the creeper is around here. Watching. He isn't typically very far though. Yeah. Alright. But did you already make a character for yourself in that community sub game?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing they make you do.
Oh, okay.
They give you a selection of, I guess, outfit parts you're able to choose from. And you basically only had that one chance to choose amongst those. I think you might be able to roll for the other ones. I'll have to double check.
Right. Yeah.
But they're kind of simple outfit type things.
Yeah. Nothing all that interesting or elaborate, but, you know, what was it? It's good for what it is.
Yeah.
I suppose
Then
so.
eventually you'll roll for different pieces afterwards.
Okay.
Then you could mix and match how you want.
Okay. The creeper ain't here. It usually would be pretty obvious in here. Alright, I'll leave. I suppose so.
Yeah, something that's interesting is that when you use your elemental skill or burst, they'll temporarily, for several seconds, transform your clothing, if you set it up, into something else you might have saved on your, I guess, presets.
Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh!
So it's
That is
kind
an
of
interesting thing.
funny that your character goes through some kind of magical girl transformation when they get their element up.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I guess it would be something like that. Yeah. I'm curious what kind of game, kind of games could be made. I wonder if somebody could essentially make a Mario Party game.
I think there is a map that's supposed to be like a board game. I haven't really played it though.
Right, the function like Mario Party and a selection of mini.
Yeah.
Probably not a very extensive selection, but
I think there were some maps that were supposed to be minigame collections, but I haven't played those.
Oh, okay. Crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and get a move on. Sibling strife. Hildebrand is onto something, or at least he thinks. Okay. It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Oh, right, you probably should have powdered her. Pepper sprayed her. No. Doused her. You know, try to dispel her. You know, that kind of thing. They did kind of just say her piece and then run off. I feel that that's also pretty suspicious. And she just laid the flowers there. I think you actually pick a better spot, even if she wasn't saying. So, I don't know, they didn't give me the powder. I probably would have powdered everyone, including that turtle. Yum. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildebrand, agent inquiry inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truthy goop within. Truth goop. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Him. Phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead, for nigh on century since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. Oh. As such, of course, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul, that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. Mo. So what is the true nature of the inspector's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. I guess look for connections that the victims have to the tragedy? Or something? Let's begin a search at the Thaumaturgy's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. How would it be in the Thaumaturgy? You would think that the tomes of the Thaumaturgies would probably be, for all matters, thaumaturgical. So unless the Thaumaturgies themselves were involved with the tragedy, I can't imagine it really matters much. I feel like we have a better repository of knowledge somewhere. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sildi might serve as well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you can count on me, Inspector Guardian. For whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Oh. Inspector away! The fact that Nashu didn't also go along with them immediately feels weird to me. Does she have something against Thaumaturgies? Let's see. I'd be much obliged if you could keep him out of my way, Lulu. I have some real investigating to do. I would much prefer to be free of distractions. Yes. I guess. And then Lulu was like, "Oh, sure. What's the associate assistant of the Inspector Hildebrand for, huh?" And then he was like, "Oh, wait, what? Ah, dang it. Why did I say that? Anyway, let's check this out. Thoroughly convinced that your adversary, the Phantom Thief turned murderer, is a vengeful Sylvan spirit seeking retribution for centuries-old war crimes, Hildebrand proposes a trip to the Thaumaturgy's Guild, where one might learn more about the troubled history of the sibling nations." Vardian acquiesces, if only to get his meddling rival out of his hair while he pursues his own line of investigation. Accompany Inspector Hildebrand to the guild to see what information. Oi. I guess. In a sort of like roundabout character sense, it probably would make sense for the person who basically had to start as a thaumaturgy to basically escort Hildebrand through the thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Not that they ever thought about that, but whatever. Alright. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna just go up over up and in there. I suppose. I guess there is something to be. They have something in mind for like how the thaumaturgy factor or thaumaturgical history kind of factor into this. I suppose. Maybe they keep a. Oh wait, is that one already out here? I guess. Huh. Okay, I was expecting that. Crikey. Are you even? Not you. Is it you? Sibling strife. Oh. You're probably for the thing, I imagine. Actually, is Hildebrand even in here? Oh, there he is, there he is. Gotcha. Knowledge is power, and surely our thaumaturgy friends have a wealth of knowledge on the feud between Ulda and Sildi. Now let us begin our inquiry. Okay, so I'm basically just talking to all these. I thought I would also be looking at books or whatever, but okay, sure, with it, I'll just do it. Anyway, probably this guy is involved too. I mean, I don't think he's thaumaturgy. I'm thinking he's somebody else. He's I forgot what that tool is. I got nothing. I don't know what that is. I know I saw it somewhere before, but I don't know what it was called. It's like maybe a pickaxe or an axe. I feel like it's probably one of those two. Alright, fine. Okay, anyway. Come on. Researching the ancient feud between Ulda and Sildi. Yeah. Most impressive. Young people these days show so little interest in learning from the past. Anyhow, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. Yes. I feel like I saw this guy before. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonder, when the arcane arts burgeoned, and the greater civilization that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. And resentment leads to suffering. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thailand, where they would found the nation of Belladia, some 8 centuries ago. Imagine a government of mages, 5 mages and 4 mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Belladian civilization survived to this very day? Alas, this was not to be. Mo. What else you say? They say that the thief of many faces is collecting the 4 relics of ancient Belladio. Do you suppose he'd be kind enough to show them to me when he's done? Even a cursory glance at them would do wonders for my research. Mo. Right, so. I have no idea what that thing in the bag is. Alright. Right. This fellow seems so very taken with the antiquities of history, that he forgot that he may yet be dealing with a murderer. How would I humor him so? Point hand over, back in pose. Maybe that. Oh yeah, you can't be taking these sort of people lightly. Mo. Alright, don't think there's anything. Okay. Right, so. Back to Erasmus. I mean, I guess so. I wouldn't know where to start. I guess we'll. He seems to be like the next person you meet when you can enter in, so I imagine they'd probably have to talk to him next. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to research Silde. As a fellow student of history, though, I'm more than welcome to conversation. Belladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. Oh, right. I guess basically having twins would likely do that too. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in 2. Forming the twin nations of Olda Hilde. But not unlike the 2 proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. What does she say? If Belladian civilization had flourished to this day, what wonders might have been achieved? But there is little to be gained from inventing them. I guess so. Because now that you mention it, I suppose a bunch of our episodes did revolve around Thailand in general. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Well, then again, they really wanted to go for and keep the Hildebrand series as a largely Thailand-centric thing, huh?
I guess that makes sense.
I suppose. That only makes me imagine there's something as equally as, I don't know, like, a series as, to match it in other. Yeah. I suppose now that I'm here, I might as well go and fight him again. Okay, yeah. Order. Rules and player chosen at random. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Basically, at this point, it has much stronger higher in cards. How annoying. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That just makes sense. You have to need stronger cards before I face them. Right. Well, I guess we'll keep on. That'll probably be the end. The last time I fight him for this session. The construction of mortals may seek to favor a metal arbiter of the afterlife. That's it. We must all abide by Thal's final evaluation of our existence. Those deemed to have led lives of richer virtue are rewarded. Very comfort for their eternal souls. I urge you to consider making a donation and enhancing your virtue, thus ensuring a golden paradise for your time and realm beyond. Heyo, Roku. Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ulta and the fallen Sultanate of Silde. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ulda emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. Oh, I'm sorry, just thrown up because they were brothers before too long. But anyway, in a desperate attempt to overcome Ulda's superior numbers, the Silde alchemist devised a most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the Traitor's Burn. And they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Right. Of course, they were still just as flammable as they've always been, if not even more so. So it was always doomed to failure. Anyway, some theories have it that they even employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. It sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it. No, it is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against the horde. Indeed. Seems like no mere myth as far as I'm. The mere thought of a nation turning its own citizens into mindless zombies. While I am loath to speak ill of the fallen, I can only conclude that the prospect of losing the war drove the Sildans stark staring mad. I heard about that anymore, but whatever. No more. Man, it's such a good thing that the good guys won. Alright. Alright. So who? I know it's around here some. Oh, wait. Oh, back there. Upuki the Guildmaster. Wow. Who would have thought? What's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Ulda and Silde. I suppose I can spare a moment or two. If I take good notes, I'm not fond of repeating myself. Two scales. One of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ulda weighing of prosperity and power. The silver of Silde weighing knowledge and power. But the power thought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. MMO. I guess so. Still, with knowledge, did knowledge have to mean undead hordes? I can't have. I mean, that can't be the end result of all knowledge, is it? No, that can't be right. Anyway, the power wrought by Uldan prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildan knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. But I guess. Okay, so are we talking shamblers or are we talking runners?
Huh, I'm not too sure.
Because if it's shamblers, then really, really, if anything, you're making your army weaker overall. I some reckon. But if it was runners, then I suppose it might. On this matter, the histories are clear. But riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories? And what does this say of the words rich within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sand. Yeah, I mean they could make it that history was written by the winners, and so their survival makes right essentially. Still, what would a true Sildan of the past that would know better than the rest of us actually wind up telling us? That the Sildans are the good guys and they didn't make undead hordes?
Maybe.
I don't know. Will they often say that the undead hordes are actually a good thing? No, that probably can't be right. I would wager that the what was it? Tales of what was it? As desecrating the dead for the sake of war and bloodshed are greatly exaggerated. Greatly exaggerated indeed. Right?
Yeah.
That must be it. As one example, did you know that in the war against Silde, Uldan and Amalja's warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I made it up right now. Anyway, until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archive. And I guess they do have all the history. And but at the same time, it amazes me to no end they actually would allow these guys who are so very burn happy to have all the have history. Well, anyway, as very flammable as ancient history text can wind up being. Yes. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already. I'll have you know, I'm not even the first cuckoo cookie. No. I suppose. Why would they need the text of the Amalja involvement? I mean, I think I sort of know that they're typically going for it. At the same time, I really do feel that what was it? I mean, after all that time I spent fighting alongside the Amalja, and I'm talking like the good Amalja of the land, I'd have you know that Amalja cannot function in peaceful times, and it's like, what was it? I could just about guarantee you that the Amalja, even back then, whatever the circumstances were not our friends. They were merely the enemy of our enemy, and the enemy of my enemy isn't my friend. He's just further down the list. So, and I'm pretty sure they were basically of the same mind as me, or actually they're the same mind as me now, basically. Oh. So yeah, and I'm talking about the good guy, the good Amalja, or something, of the honorable kind. They most assuredly, the most honorable in others. Anyway, the most honorable of the land. I'll have you know, I trust him as far as I can throw. Am I right? High five. Ew. Where? Okay. Yeah, I'm invisible. Anyway. I think that's gonna be, yeah. Question the number of thaumaturgies at the guild. You'll learn of the horrors of the so-called War of the Sisters. Really? Even though they were, founded by brothers. Really? Whatever, anyway. Which culminated with Sild's horrific attempts to raise a fearsome zombie legion from the ranks of its own citizens. Share these frightful findings with Inspector Hildebrand, who is surely eager to put his famed deductive powers to work. Yeah. So, what was it? Would I be so quick to go to hide all the facts that we fought alongside the Amalja at one time? I don't know. It's probably a bit more complicated than you might consider. Like, oh, just come out and say the truth. But I think, like, I don't know, the Amalja really aren't your friends, and I don't know. I feel like people harping on that. Oh no, well, there was it. Why can't we be friends? Hold hands and all that kind of things. I feel like that's probably gonna cause some trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
So, what I really need my citizens to really get, ridiculous ideas in their heads. I don't. So. Oh sure. And also, I should have guessed that it would be way too much of a hassle to be pointed at books or whatever to read of the past. Everybody here is so well read. You just ask around. Hey. When I go to a library, I'll always be sure to bug as many people until I find the person who's read the book that I should have be reading, and they'll tell me the Cliff Notes. Hey. That is the way of the true inspector. No. They don't tell you that in inspector school. Anyway, my ever loyal associate. Indeed. So anyway, remember that time in which you were head planted into the ground, and Gilgamesh, held himself up at a bridge, and nobody else could handle him except me? That was great. And I mean, you would have seen more, but again, you were head planted. So yeah, not bad for an associate, wouldn't you say? Anyway, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Oh, I did. Indeed, as it happens, I have learned much the same. Indeed, absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't playing triple triad the entire time. Anyway, let's take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. Their black magic, wink wink. Anyway, a war of secession divides a great civilization of Palladia. which giving rise to the sibling nations of Ulda and Sildi. The two nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ulda's superior military might, Sildi employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Right. I mean, I guess at that point, wouldn't you rather also want to, raise Ulda's own dead into instant? You would think that they would do that or something, but whatever. Still, it's weird how all the knowledge, what was it? Well, allegedly, all of their knowledge, superior though it may be, the best they could manage is some sort of insane Pyrrhic victory. That doesn't seem like a winning strategy. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our Phantom Thief is a descendant of doomed Sildi, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavering zombies. Right. Wait, so he's from Sildi, and he's mad at the Uldans? Or those descended of the Uldans? I guess of old Uldan, I guess.
Maybe.
And not the Sildan alchemist who turned thing. Okay. But sure. Who turned Victor Frankenstein or whatever. Pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world. There is but one course of action. Now we must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. Man, I'm just really... Actually, you know what? They actually explained it all perfectly, but I'm just struggling to imagine how far back this goes. Because in my head, my default is to think that basically everyone is already of all the past, of old Sildi and old Uldan are already very, very dead. So then again, are that probably even with the old lady coming? Because it was apparently, according to the old lady, it was her son who was also involved in this. So really, this whole split and the fall of Sildi, that was in recent memory. I guess before the new calamity. I guess it's what it be like. Dang. Okay. So I'll always be thinking oh, that's a long time ago, but apparently not. Apparently not. Yeah. Also, apologize in person? Really? Where were you guys? Oh, wait a second. He's not supposed to be here. He was supposed to be investigating something else. Maybe it just took so long. Oh, that is weird. Nashu... Well, of course, G would go with Guardian. But he's so tall and such. But Nashu being with him too. That gives me pause. Maybe the thaumaturgies really creep her out or something. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of his grave yourself? No. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link with Sildi. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen Sultanate. The Sildan connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Palladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victim? What common thread among them could have incurred the ire of our adversary. A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me, of course. My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. Oh yeah. You really should stop thinking so hard. You like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man? Where might we find him? Oh yeah. My sources identified the man as Guguria. Yep, Guguria, yeah. A traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Yeah. Yes, so. I was paying attention. I'm not sure actually added anything to that at all. Huh. It really does feel likely that she just really doesn't much care for this place. Or maybe what it represents. Maybe a bad experience. I'd probably imagine she was almost burned. Or something. Oh. Quite so. There's really feel like there's much else here. When hearing the report, Hildebrand proposes securing an apology from a doubtless long-dead Sylvan statesman as a means to appease the wayward soul that he still believes the phantom thief come murderer to be. The Guardian dismisses this theory out of hand, while granting that the Sylvan connection is indeed worth exploring. As the consulting inspector ponders the relationship between the victims, Ellie shares rumors she heard about a man who was cited trying to make contact with more than one of the victims while they still lived. I think got this man, the trader Gigoria of Horizon, to see what stories he may have to tell. Right. So did she hear of this just like recently before she came to us, or did she know that before this case started? I don't know. Or before, well, after the murders, and then she heard about that, and then all this other stuff happened, and she just never got around to telling us about there was a guy that might have a connection between them or something. I don't know. I'm gonna choose to believe that she heard about this rumor later, like when she was off camera earlier. Anyway, names are hard, but they're not that hard. But let's see. Okay, so over to Horizon. He said, yeah. More. Oh, wait. Override. Regulate Horizon. There we go. Hehe. I mean, I might as well. I do take my sweet time with other things, so I probably should teleport. I am good for it. Interesting. Hey. Alright. Oh, they're all here. Didn't have to search very long for them at all. Only Hildebrand has anything to say. My keen instincts tell me that Master Gigoria's testimony will be key to a monumental breakthrough in our investigation. Yes, I shall employ the ancient Mandeville art of parley to skillfully extract the information we require. Emil. Right. Oh, also, it's the guy around. No stalker, not that I could see. Okay. Oh well. I suppose it's probably fine. Anyway, let's go over and check him out. Woo! You could never know. Yes, if you've got business, make it quick. My times are too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. No, I mean, wouldn't hurt to use the dust, right? Me, a thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time or the patience for this mummery. Mummery, I say. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. Did any of you guys ever actually even use the powder at all? Anyway, I thought I recognized that voice. Oh, right. Lady Dorilda. Well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair evening? They knew it's evening. Crazy. Anyway. Well, why? I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Guardian. This is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Gigoria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. Ew. But Lady Dorilda, which one? Anyway, no, what about? Yes, my dear Maria's name stayed present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces of the James' latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ulda myself? Oh. I'll just say this. I'll just say it once more, Gigoria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. Why, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Oh. A particularly shiny one. Alright, I'll tell you what I know. But you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief got himself some of that zombie dust. The trader's sparing, was it? And his guards speak of 5 victims. It got me thinking. Hilde, 5 victims? Aye. The arbiters of truth. No. The arbiters of truth. I'm not familiar with the name. Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate. working from the shadows to keep false knowledge from the about the old Silde conflict from reaching the ears of folks like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, what sort of knowledge might that be? False balls. Balls. Don't make me say no more. Like, I've got a family to feed. I mean, we're your family now, Pipsqueak. Anyway, very well. Just tell us one last thing. Who hired you, and where can we find him? Hob. His name's Hob. Oh, I thought we had to, threaten him or something. Anyway, Hob. His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa, and his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Since there were many prying eyes on at the airship docks, said he'd had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. No. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identity. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. And once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient magical art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger even as we speak. Oh. Hey. Oh. And hear what this Hob fellow has to say. Come, my ever-loyal associate. Let us away to Vesper Bay with all speed. Oh. Despite his reluctance, Gigoria speaks with you after being prodded along by a timely appearance of Lady Durilda. He reveals that the victims were all members of the Arbiters of Truth, a secret society devoted to preventing false knowledge of Uldan history from reaching the ears of the general populace, and that they were turned to zombies before being slain. Wait, before being slain? Huh, crazy. Anyway, alright. Anyway, he further shares with you the identity of his employer, a man by the name of Hob, who, fearing for his life after the murders of his colleagues, has already fled the Sultanate. Hurry to Vesper Bay and seek the man out before he meets a similarly gruesome fate. Oh, okay. I guess I missed that part, which they were zombified before being killed. I would have thought it would be after or something, and then the zombies would be kidnapped. Something. Oh, right. Hold on a second. Alright. Dang it, I forgot how I did the effect. There we go. Nashu hasn't said anything this entire episode.
Huh. That's kind of suspicious.
Alright, come on. Stupids. Anyway. But yeah, yeah, she hasn't said anything. So, huh. That's weird. I'm not saying that she's actually the Phantom Thief in disguise, but so anyway, I'm also saying that we haven't actually seen the stalker around. It was so they made him obvious enough to spot at the other times, but not now.
Or are you suddenly remembering that we never saw her and Stalker at the same time in the cutscenes?
Well, I think there were times in which she was there. In previous episodes, in which we were most sure that she was that she was the real one.
Oh, okay. So it's not that she's always been, but just that this time she might be.
Yeah, not only has she not spoken at all, but I also haven't been seeing the stalker around. Stalking us.
Yeah.
As a stalky-walkie he is. Alright. So that's very weird. But I don't have anything to go with that. It could just be that the person who was supposed to write her dialogue for this episode was canned or something, and so she doesn't even have her writer dialogue. I don't know. Okay, that's probably not it. But really, I'm just saying it's very suspicious. That's basically. Yeah. I don't know. Now, have we seen? Yeah, and it's only really as far as for this episode. It might be something in the past, like, hey, wait, did you ever see who was it? These two characters in the same place or same room or whatever in any previous episode? I can't imagine. I don't think that's a thing. I don't know, but all the same, just know that stalker guy is involved in this somehow. And if he's not, then that's a big old plot hole that they need to fix at some point. In game, preferably. Yeah. Alright, we have to get hurrying out over there, yeah. Alright. Okay, fine. Anyway, I just stuck on that for a bit.
Oh, yeah,
okay. Just calling it here. I'm noticing some things. Yeah. Who knows when I'll ever ride the sky again. Quick. Ride on this pumpkin freak. It'll take us straight over there. Although technically I could fly too. Yeah, like everything has an animation of them flying. I guess they'd have to. But it's always funny to see.
Yeah.
Can I do it while we're moving? Oh yeah, I can do it while we're moving. Cool. Hey. Basically a penguin with a pumpkin head. If you really think about it. Yeah. Hey. Alright, I'll eventually reach Vesper Bay and try all these. You know I'm good for it. Anyway, get down. Get down, that's it. Oh great, he went into a crowd. Oh, so I have to keep on. Oh wait, he's on the outside of it. But really? Okay, fine, whatever. Ow. Okay. There's something over there. Alright. Oh, Oh, immediately. You should have me go to the thing, but. But Master Hop, is everything quite alright? He's totally fine. No, stand back, Ellie. Oh, Hop. Hunger. Oh, hunger. I hunger for your brain. Oh, we spooked the bird. Damn, there's no saving the man. LeMay, do what you must. Ellie, you watch. Oh man. Huh. How very fitting it should be a thaumaturgy that burns him alive once more. Itchy. Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments late to the scene. Oh. Indeed. A message. And then there was one. Huh. What does it mean you're next? Ew, it's some naked rubber guy. Ugh. Okay. There it is again. Oh, okay, well, at least she said something now. Well, then I do believe she's innocent. Is something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, now sure there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. A sense that someone or something is watching us. Oh, right. Well, I don't even know what the heck that thing was. It's like some, I don't know, some factory default rubberized Ken doll before the paint gets put on. So not the stalker at all. The stalker is, I'll just explain, it was like this this Lalafell guy. I think he was wearing like a is it like a floral or pink top or something something like that, some warm colored top. And I think he had like a hat, a bit like a straw kind of like farming hat or something. And he was just there in the background or something like elsewhere. And you were walking around, there were people just stationary. It wasn't a cutscene. I don't think I saw him in the cutscene. But he was just there, just, no more than like maybe, I'm gonna say like a handful of yards away or something, a few yards away. And he was just like looking and like spying on us. At one time he was spying directly at Nashu something, while she was inspecting some boxes or whatever. He was also there at the wedding over at what was it? The Gigurushu's, an old Gigurushu's resort and such. And he was just hiding under a table and it's like, or around the tables in the middle area. Under the shade, and he was just kind of like watching there and just like, oh, yep. I forgot if he had that weird looking like pickaxe, shovel, axe thing on his back, but I don't think he did. I forgot that, but it's all recorded. There were probably other places in which he was around in which I just didn't see him. So, I always have that feeling that, okay, I probably missed him. Even if I don't see him in an episode, I could probably imagine that he was there, I just didn't find him.
Yeah.
So very strange. But that thing back there, that wasn't him at all. It was, I don't even know what the heck that was. Some weird rubber cryptid dude. I don't know. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. I guess. For the moment, let us return and report our findings. And to Miss Phyllis. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right, the chocobo. The chocobo just basically right there, and it just made a break for it. I mean, he can't disguise himself as a chocobo, right? Right?
That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, that can't be it at all. Anyway, for the moment, let's return and report our findings to Miss Secret Society or no. Knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the... You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. I mean, she should be fine, not unless she's a member of the secret society involved in this whole mess. Unless she is. Yes, so. Inspector, I'll go with her. If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just for the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. The hell are you looking at? Anyway. In all this time, nobody used the powder. Nobody used the dispelling powder. What's going on here? Anyway, Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. And be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, in fact. Ah, the content.This. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, okay. Is he? I don't know. I forgot whether or not he actually came clean about it. Okay. I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is that you would share with me. Do you hear violins? Nah, that's crazy. A secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. Oh. Okay. I can't say my suspicion is completely off now, Shu, but I suppose it is mitigated somewhat. It could just be that the writers just didn't have much of anything for her to say.
Could be.
That could be it. Perhaps. Also, then again, have to be if he actually used a dispelling agent on Nashu. We know that he'd use it on Hildebrand, but it would make sense, though all the same. There's probably an opportunity to do the switch. I think this part of the thing is just about finished. So maybe I could go ahead and finish it off and then it'll...
Oh, okay.
Sibling strife. Your arrival in Vesper Bay comes too late, as the unfortunate Hob has already been reduced to a slavering zombie. After you have finished putting the poor man on his fiery misery, Inspector Bayardian proposes a return to the heart of the Sworn in Ulda, that you may deliver a full report to Phyllis. Ellie and Nashu set off for the Mithril Eye offices to do some additional investigating. Indeed. Also, although she did just often volunteer, didn't she? Huh. That's strange. I guess it could be one of those things and just like, and I'll have my character say this and volunteer for this for no apparent reason. Just to... But was it... just because I just need her to be where I want. I guess so. The plan to rendezvous when both groups have finished with her. I just forgot what my group, what group I was a part of. Indeed. Let's just go over there. Oh, right. You have to go all the way back over there, we do. Alright, fine, let me go outside. You should be much good at move. Alright. I mean, I guess so. Alright, so I'm not 100% suspicious of Nashu, but I am about 80% suspicious. At least. Yeah. Alright. There you go. Oh yeah, it's all in this area too. Oh yeah, we're moving around so much. Yeah. But I don't feel like I have any other place to really set the home. Yeah. It just came on me right now. But let's see, alchemist over here? Yeah. Indeed. Okay. Alright. Well, I was musing earlier about the idea of like, oh, maybe it really... it's not right there. Maybe it really isn't a matter of they made like zombies or something. But I guess it seems very much implied that they did. Or it could be a matter of like, oh no, I merely... What was it? Made a spell that made it look like I made them into zombies, but I actually didn't, so you just killed a guy who was or something. No, they wouldn't do that to me. Anyway, still, I'm also suspicious of that chocobo that ran away.
Yeah,
nobody actually ever did
weird.
anything of it. Unauthorized. Oh, well, thanks for nothing then. It's going to... Guilty! The news of Hobbs' death will not sit well with Miss Phyllis. But a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do. Humphrey. No. Some shifty-looking fellow was I in the vaults before, but he took off faster than a fleeing cactuar. Soon as my gaze met his, just like I cowed many a Garlean on the plains. Oh, it's you. Yes. Quite right. And nobody else around here. Right? That's the other thing too. Like, I was hoping that I'd see so many more instances of the stalker, spying on the group, that I would be like, okay, what's the makeup of the group now? If it was Hildebrand by himself, or maybe if it was Nashu by herself, or Hildebrand and Nashu, or if it was Ellie or something, or whoever else, then I could probably narrow it down as to, okay, who is the stalker actually after? Because it's probably implied that it can't be the player. It has to be one of the main group. But I don't know. I never actually found them as many times and as many situations to really narrow it down who he's after. I hope something comes of it. Alright, well, let's go over and see what... A fourth victim. I'll have mercy on Sal's balls. Were you able to glean odds but a connection to the other victims? The arbiters of truth? No, it cannot be. Can somebody help? No! No, why don't you get Nashu to help you? Enter quiet, what the? Anyway. Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. No. And may Thal have mercy on our walls. Oh, okay. Anyway, Miss Sally, are you hurt? That man. I only thought to ask him a few questions. Before I knew what was happening, he was upon me. I could only... What, that guy? I bashed his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, not with you. She saw a figure lurking in the shadows, and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Sultan's sworn squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. And he was just... Anyway, the thief of many faces. I think we would find our man like this. Oh. His noggin be a bit groggin. Oh, that's weird. Maybe he just placed his mask on some rando. Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deduction and a lady's pugilistic prudence, I declare this case closed. I return the satchel to you, Miss Ellie. I return the satchel to you, Miss Phyllis. Will's gesture was appreciated. In the end, it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case. Ah! Oh my god! Ah! No. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Oh! Oh. There was even more layers of disguise on him. Crikey. What? What is the meaning of this? Second man, get the bubble out of the way, I'm trying to see. Ingenious. A double disguise, planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. And this is, Guiju. Yep, that's all I got. Anyway, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault, and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is conceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. No, it is inconceivable that the thief could so easily grasp it. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Oh. Mama? Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No. That's impossible. Anyway, of course. It all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for her burgeoning leadership and rise through the ranks of in the Mystical Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... Anyway, Hildebrand, shut up and look at this. But my lady, the vault has been breached. The wise men's whisper, it's gone. Oh! It's for her, for her foul crimes against the Sultanate. I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye the thief of many faces. The thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. Romeo. Oh yeah. And now the game is truly afoot. Why, what is the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Inkito? Shut up, damn it! Yeah. Miss Ellie, that shadow you said you saw? I think it was just a dormouse. Ah, son of a... You think he'd literally stumble face first onto the second map? His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry. Yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Shouldn't you drag her somewhere else? Oh, whatever. Really, just because you're disguised at her already. Come on now. Okay. Oh, I have to come back all the way over here. Dang it. Anyway, the village. How could we have been so blind? When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable. Maybe. Guess we'll see this guy next. Beneath the mask. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. Insane. Yeah. I guess I'm still trying to go and make sense of all that. Perhaps something, or a shocking twist or something. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing. Maybe. Emil. I suppose it might lend itself to the idea that I know. I guess Nashu just really didn't have much to say, and just for whatever reason, really felt the need to accompany Ellie. I suppose. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
I suppose that could happen. Guess we'll go. Oh, right. Where are we over here? Location chamber room. Okay, so let's remember to go to the chamber room. Okay. I'll try and remember that. Okay. I mean, I suppose it could happen. It's not all that exciting, but just some random dead guy. Huh. And everyone's dying in this.
Huh. We've got one case already ongoing. We can't deal with this one.
Yeah, don't you start. Indeed. Right. Well, that's Weird. I guess they're saying that he's gonna start impersonating Nashu at this point. I don't know. I feel like you could very easily have done it like, oh, weren't you thinking this person was acting so very, very strange, or hardly at all, weirdly enough. I guess so. I don't know. But sure. If that really was Nashu, oh, then maybe she just really didn't have didn't much care to be around Thaumaturkeys, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I don't know. I feel like they were working their way up to some sort of like crazy reveal, like, oh, you weren't paying attention, you didn't use the stuff on everyone, so, or didn't use the spelling dust on everyone, so yeah. If you really think about it, of course this is going to happen. Yeah. I guess. Mo. Yeah, and if we're talking about like characters that just up and slip away or something, like that happened. That was done by characters all throughout this entire session. The chocobo, the crazy old lady, you know, the list goes on. No. So I don't know. It was taking a very strange turn. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be cool if they had some sort of like crazy reveal at the end. And still yet, I don't know. Because I'm still pretty much trying to wrap my head around all the timetable about this whole stuff with Isilde and Ulda works.
Aha.
I guess so. Like, I would just assume that the whole feud with Isilde and Ulda happened so very, very long ago. And yet, in all likelihood, if there's still plenty of people who are alive at the time. The people who were, I don't know. I guess they still have some survivors out there and people who still remember. Well, let's talk about the secret society. I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. I bet you that secret society doesn't know about the truth behind Bahamut. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well, this is. My mind is boggled and such. And I'm sort of at a loss. I don't really know what to make of it. I suppose we'll likely be seeing the next turn, and perhaps the final session of this episode of the final episode of Hildebrand entirely. Possibly next week, maybe next week at around the same time, for all we know. So stay tuned for that. Also looking at probably more God Eater on Friday, I would reckon. But and yeah, I guess we'll put this turn to rest, I think. Yeah. Well, anyway. What else are we talking about? Well, I don't know. I thought just mostly talking about character customization in video games and such.
Yeah.
I don't know. It really comes down to, I don't know. Oh, I guess one third person. I guess if it's first person, I probably would care a lot less. Although that's just me, really. Who knows if I've been minority or whatever. You know what I would really want? Would probably be an extraction shooter with dinosaurs, finally. Or an extraction shooter immersive sim. Although it likely wouldn't be like open online. it probably would be more something like session based, like a smaller group of friends together. Yeah, that's kind of like what I came out of when I looked at talks about that one game. What was it? Deathground. Like, what if that was altogether more complex and procedurally generated in an immersive sim with stats and carryover items? Like multi-tools and other such things. Oh well. Well, hopefully someone will get on that at some point in the future. Well, anyway. But that's ultimately gonna be where we'll leave it off this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I guess I'll probably have my full thoughts on what's going on basically at the end of this episode of Hildebrand. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. Because up until now, what was it? Because I feel like it's probably somebody else involved. Because I thought we had an entire episode like, oh, well, we thought that, could it be kind of jokingly, the idea of like the Phantom Thief, oh, he could be a killer, he could be a murderer or something. He's gonna murder you. Well, in actuality, I don't know, like he hasn't murdered anybody up until this point. So for them to immediately turn into like, oh, it was enough for him, now he's gonna go and kill people. It feels like, I don't know. Either he was saving all of his murder up until this point, I guess. Which, I don't know. If you were planning to murder eventually, would you just be like, we should really just stop at your targeting? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it could just be that there's somebody else involved. I feel that may yet be more. Oh well. But we'll probably see you next week at the same time. So hopefully we see you there. Let's see. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day and all that. And we hope to see you around here in the future. And until we do see you, we hope you have a good one. So goodbye.
Bye.
Oh.